Why not me?
Here we are with Hal, sometimes known as Harold or Tom, or he's called a lot of names, but just like Madonna or Lady Gaga, he only has one name known across the country, and that is Hal. Hal, how are you today?
I'm quite good, thank you.
All right.
Doing well.
And so you live in here in Bend. This is just a beautiful place. How did you decide to live here in Bend?
Kind of always knew I'd live in Bend, to tell you the truth. Because when I was living in Southern California, my first wife and I came to Bend to try and ranch, to try and buy a ranch and raise cattle.
No shit. And raise cattle.
We quickly realized that there wasn't much money to be made in raising cattle, unless you had a lot of land,
really,
a lot of money to lose. And so we gave up that dream.
And so you actually bought a ranch and had cattle?
No, but we went into escrow on one. Came back home, came to our senses, got out of the escrow, and basically the rest is history. So it wasn't until 5 years ago that I was able to come back to Bend and buy a piece of property.
And so were you a creative director at the time, or were you were?
I was, exactly. Actually, I was relatively new to the industry, so I was probably an art director at the time, which the path towards becoming a creative director generally starts by being either a copywriter or a graphic designer. From a copywriter or graphic designer, you move up the ladder to being an art director, which means you move further and further away from actual work,
right,
and more into sort of administrative tasks.
And so, so what were you? Did you come up the copywriter line or the creative line?
Actually, neither, truth be told. I came up as an illustrator.
So you're a drawer?
Yes.
I didn't.
Once upon a time. So I would draw. I specialized in pen and ink drawings of vintage British sports car parts.
Really?
That's what I did. Yes, I got a job in Santa Barbara, fresh out of junior college, practically. Drawing car parts for this place that made replacement parts for old vintage sports cars.
That's amazing.
I know. I wish I'd known Bob Hagen, because I think we would have had a lot in common in that regard.
And so in this house here in Bend, do I see any of your artwork?
Nope, not a stitch.
Not a stitch?
No, I haven't drawn in 15 years.
And do you miss it?
Easily. A little bit. Yeah. I think now that I'm semi-retired, I might take it up again. Just figure drawing, you know. They offer classes here, you know, once a week.
Yeah.
Just be nice to do a little life drawing once in a while.
Life drawing as in people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'll volunteer. You know, I've done some nude posing, and I'd be glad to.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
You know, when you got a body like mine,
well, of course.
you got to spread it around.
Yeah. Why waste it? Why let it go to waste? You know, truly. You've got a gift.
That's right.
Use it.
That's right. You spread the wealth.
Yeah, I understand. What better way to do it than with a room full of people drawing you? Because then you live in posterity, right?
Well, I wasn't thinking a room full. I was thinking maybe you and Carol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The artists among us. Excellent. Okay, we'll take you up on that offer.
Okay.
In fact, maybe we should just do a family portrait that way. Carol and I can sit the whole family down.
Nude?
Absolutely, and we'll draw the whole batch of you.
I think we may have a problem with Terry.
You think?
Or and Andy too. Well, maybe.
The Shire ones can sit in the back.
Okay, all right.
We can strategically place the other members of the family in such a way that anything they might be embarrassed about can be well hidden.
Well, you know, I've often thought, Hal, that we as the in-laws, we have a certain responsibility to draw the Hagens out of their shell.
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
This could be good, yes. I'm liking this idea.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you for yesterday. Yesterday was just delightful. I mean, Spark Lake was wonderful. The boat was, you know, all the equipment. And for those viewers out there who don't realize that this man in front of the camera here has a armada of aquatic equipment, and he had it all out in the lake.
We did. We had almost every water toy that we own. just about. We were missing one outrigger canoe that unfortunately we should have brought with us. Would have been a fun vehicle, another water vehicle. So. But we'll get out there. There's always next year. You know?
There is next year. Yeah, I hope so.
That's right. We'll have to make this the annual armada. Yeah, a regatta. I guess.
A regatta. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, Hal, thanks so much for your time. I'm sure the viewers out there are taking notes, and maybe on our next trip we can make episode 2.
Excellent. That sounds so good to me, Rick. You know how much I love this sort of stuff. I'm looking forward to it.
Tune in next week.